Introducing the Salomon Ultra Glide, a trail shoe that takes all the things that we love about the minimal and technical style of Salomon and does what Salomon has not done before and fills the huge gap in their lineup with a maxed cushion trail shoe. With 32 millimeters of soft and bouncy midsole, the Salomon Ultra Glide is aimed at the masses to aid in tackling those long miles and is quickly gaining a lot of hype about being the best trail shoe of 2021. Welcome back, Ultra Runners. Today, I'm giving my 50-mile review of the most hyped trail shoe of 2021, the Salomon Ultra Glide. These shoes have been out for a few months. They've been racking up all kinds of fame and accolades around the internet over the last few months. And today, I'm going to go into what I think truly is good about this shoe, and also I've got some cons that make me believe that this might not be the best trail shoe of 2021. Because after all, no shoe is perfect for everyone. But when it comes to a Salomon, they usually do tick a lot of the boxes. Let's dive into my independent review that was not paid for, sponsored, or any monetary compensation to me for these thoughts. The good. I'd like to just start with, it's a Salomon. There's a lot of quality that comes with that name, and you can see it throughout the shoe. The Salomon Ultra Glide is no exception, as they've now created a more, and I'll go ahead and say it, maxed cushion trail shoe. While it's not on par with the Speed Goat, this definitely feels, straight out of the box, this feels very cushion and springy underfoot. Salomon combines their midsole and their outsole with a rocker design to help get through the gait cycle and toe off. Also with the Salomon Ultra Glide, Salomon has continued to use their quick lace boa system, the easy just pull string, tuck in the tongue, and you're off to the races. I've never had an issue with this on any of the Salomon shoes that I've ran with. No exception here, and I'm a big fan of it. I like convenience. The boa system's nice. Pull it to where you want it, cinch it off, and go. And not having to tie a certain way, hope the laces don't come undone. Just all around a good system in my book. The quality of the upper, they've definitely spent a lot of time building this up with overlays to the point where you can feel that once you do have it cinched on the foot, while there's a little bit of give, it's not going anywhere. And the heel collar, it's nice, it's plush, it's very comfortable. The tongue is really plush and comfortable as well. Nice and thick, so if you don't like the feel of laces, or in this case, a string on top of your foot, then this is gonna be the tongue for you in this shoe. The grip's just been great over the 50 miles. I've had it on different surfaces, no issues, and that's about all I have to say about that. But while it's so easy to talk about the good things about a Salomon, because you expect that, let's talk about the bad and the things that I think are gonna need improved upon in the second generation of this shoe. Going back to that built-up upper, I think all of the overlays make this shoe a lot warmer than it needs to be. I'd like to see more of the Salomon minimalist style that I know Salomon for, and to cut some of that back. Cut some weight off, more breathable. To me, that would be a big win. Cut some of the material out of the tongue. That's just not my style. I don't mind the feel of the laces on top, anywhere up to 50 miles. So to me, I think that they can cut both of those back. Also, I think they missed the mark on sizing a bit. While the shoe is not as narrow as the typical Salomon, I felt it ran big. I actually feel like I needed to size down half a size for this to fit just right. I didn't go ahead and exchange them, shame on me, but I'm leaving these in the bag for later in races when my feet do swell. I think that this is, for me, this is gonna be the go-to shoe in that case. Also, with all of that great foam padding, I feel like I'm already at 50 miles starting to feel a little bit of midsole flattening, which is expected, but also disheartening. I could see that if I add another 100 miles to these, they're gonna feel more like a Sense ride in the firmness in the bottom of the shoe. Maybe that's a plus, you get 2 shoes in one, because I do see the overall durability of this shoe lasting a long time. Just with the way that the midsole's working at the moment, I don't see that comfort lasting 300 miles plus. I'm thinking 200 might be the max for that comfort. And the price point of $140. For what you get, that might be fair. To me, if they would have cut some of the extra padding and overlays out and had it come in at about 130, I would have been really ecstatic about that. 140, it's just a lot for a shoe that's gonna start to break down faster than a lot of its competition. So a little bit of price improvement would be appreciated. In conclusion, while I do like that they increased the toe box on the Salomon, I wish it would have expanded it a little bit further, ran a little bit truer in size, and some things would have been shaved. But I do believe that this shoe is almost perfect if you're going out for your longer training runs, or possibly a race day shoe. I could see it fitting in that category depending on the race. Salomon has carried a lot of great things that we all love into this shoe, and you're not going to be disappointed by it. I think a lot of you are going to agree with me. This is just not quite shoe of the year material. It's a contender for sure, but I don't think it's going to make it on the top of my podium. So that's all I have for today's review. But I'd love to know what all of you runners are thinking about the Salomon Ultra Glide. If you have it, your experience. If you're still thinking about it, what's keeping you on the fence? Let me know in the comments. And if you're still on the fence, make sure you check out this video right here to have a look at a different option that has a slightly wider toe box. I'm talking about my review of the Topo Mountain Racer 2. Thank you. Make sure you hit the like button to help me on the algorithm and subscribe if you haven't.